This morning, Russia is calling up thousands of reserve troops to fight in Ukraine, and a lot of it is sparking public anger. One monitoring group says nearly 1,400 people in 38 Russian cities were taken away by police in anti-government protests yesterday. Debora Patta looks at one small part of the Russian army collapse in northeastern Ukraine that led to the military call-up. Deborah, good morning.
Good morning. Vladimir Putin is a sore loser. He is raising the stakes after suffering humiliating losses on the battlefields of Kharkiv. And we got a rare look at just how his demoralized troops performed on the ground.
The most fortified Russian base in occupied Kharkiv collapsed in a matter of hours. It was the breaking point, explains Senior Lieutenant Taras Berezovets of the Bohan Special Forces Brigade, which led the 6-day assault.
If Ukrainian army failed here, I think the whole offensive was in danger.
In their line of fire, a Russian base called Moskva after Moscow in the small village of Novohosarivka, soldiers surprised while playing poker.
This is where Russian troops set up their headquarters. And you can see, look around, they fled in such a hurry, it's like a museum of panic. They were in such a rush to get out of here.
Military rations, gas masks, musical instruments, all abandoned as the commanders were the first to flee, leaving their troops at a nearby camp.
I'm walking down the long line of a Russian trench dug here. This is where they settled down and had to flee after owning it for more than 6 months.
It's perfectly preserved, a pot of food, a fur coat, religious icons, even an ancient typewriter.
And Ukrainian forces effectively attacked Russians not from the front. They've been outflanked, and that explains...
And outsmarted?
And outsmarted. They were fleeing from here just like rats.
This was supposed to be one of Russia's elite units, many of them paratroopers. The men Putin is now drafting to the front line are far less experienced. Some have never fought in a war. It's a deeply unpopular move back home, sparking nationwide protests across Russia that have already seen over 1,300 people arrested.
As many as 300,000 Russians face the draft. Those with medical expertise are being conscripted with immediate effect. And we understand that call-up papers are already being handed out, Gayle.
All right, Debora Patta in Ukraine, we thank you.